Welcome back. Still here at the farm in Bonifay, Florida, right here in Holmes County. Right now with Sheriff Lou Roberts from Jackson County. Lou, we had the fortune of attending, as you did, 2.5 years ago or so at Al Getler's business in Chipley, sort of the inaugural meeting of law enforcement and the churches. Sort of first blush a look at what this program did. I know unequivocally that you've got total buy-in.
Without a doubt.
You are all about it. Give us a nutshell explanation in your own terms of what this is all about.
Well, like you talked about, we met 3 years ago, I guess it's been now, and I didn't really understand at the time the significance of what this program was about. And since that time, I began to see how the program as it exists in Central Florida, South Florida, we would send people to that program, and I would see a difference in the ones that came back and the testimony of these individuals provided to us. And just being aware and being involved in it and seeing the need here. I have families that come into my office on a daily basis, and there is no social or economic barriers between the individuals who are dealing with those issues and those who are not. Everybody in my county suffers as a victim from drugs. They may not realize it, but they are affected. Families, friends, the economics, the crimes, and so we need to do something different than what we're doing. In this program, the more I learned about it and the more I got involved, and I felt very confident that there was a divine intervention coming into this program because things were just lining up. I mean, to get the many sheriffs that we had today, we had 9 counties represented if everybody had been here today. We were short, I think, 3 sheriffs today from prior commitments. But that's, to get a sheriff together in the middle of the week for a program like this, there's something powerful moving there. And that's the reason I think that we need to take a different approach. We've been putting people in jail, and we keep seeing the same people that we deal with year in and year out. Drugs probably account for 75% or more of the crime in my county. We've got to take a different approach. We've got to address it from a different perspective. I said earlier that I know that the laws that we enforce as sheriffs are rules that are put in a book that are passed by the citizens and the representatives that we send to make those laws. But that does not stop people from doing this. They still find a way to migrate towards this addiction and the problems it causes for the families. I feel like that you have to have something more powerful than this drugs or the addiction that whatever has caused them the problems. And so that's the reason I think that this program has been so successful, is because they take that part. It's a faith-based program, and without that, I don't think this will work. And I think you see today the commitment from all of us sheriffs together as a group. We all feel the same way. We know that we've got to do something different than what we're doing. And the people who go through the programs, they realize they have an issue, but most often they do not realize what they're putting their families through. And that's the ones that my heart goes out to, is the mothers and the fathers and the children and the spouses that go through the same every day over and over again dealing with these issues. And that's the reason I am here supporting this program. And I think it's something we need to get behind, and something I'm going to try to do whatever I can to help. And I'm excited about it.
Somebody pointed out that there's only 16 beds here. To me, the thing to consider is the bigger picture, that hopefully this idea will infect people in California and Kansas and Michigan, yes, and all over the world, so that this becomes the blueprint, just like Dunklin has for this facility.
Well, they were explaining to me the breakdown. If these 16 people, 9 people, 8 people go to this program and they go out and they influence other individuals, after a while you realize that this network, this like a spider web effect, and it touches more people than just those individuals who went to this program. Because you think of today we heard testimony from Jeremiah, who said that as a child, he came up in an environment that he often blamed for a lot of his problems. If we can break that cycle, we won't have those younger children following that same pattern. And then there are so many things out there for children to get into. When you and I were growing up, there wasn't a lot of the things that the children are exposed to now.
And more importantly, somebody would have kicked our butt if we had.
We would have not. Yeah, we would have. The wrath of our parents or the community, our family, we wouldn't. We wouldn't have thought anything about even doing something like that. Today, there's so much out there that has influenced and unfortunately, technology has brought things to our small communities throughout the United States, and that's the reason I think a program like this, we got to get back to the basics, and bonding with each other and knowing that if you're in need, I'm there to listen, and I don't think we've had that a lot.
Sheriff Mike Harrison from Gulf County pointed out that he wishes this was a little closer to where his jurisdiction is, but in reality there's nothing that prevents every county from having a facility like this at some point.
That's true. However, Mike is really in a good location where he is in Gulf County, because he is like I am. You need to sometimes separate those individuals. The program that we were sending people to is in the Okeechobee area. That's quite a distance down south from Northwest Florida, and being able to separate or insulate that person from the surroundings, the influences, and those type of individuals that would influence them, I think is sometimes that's good. It's often that when they complete a program that they have a support system close by like this to reinforce that. There are going to be times that people are going to falter and they're going to backslide, but I think that a program like this locally is something that is so beneficial, and to the residents in this county. I would want to thank them so much for allowing the opportunity to let this program here. This is I came out here and spent some time and looked around the property, and I looked at the building. And if you look at those plaques on the wall in that facility here in this hall, it represents a long history of many small churches in this county. And to me, we're starting on holy ground to start off with, and I think that in itself, God has a plan, and I think that this place here is part of that plan, and I'm just excited about it. I just think we have to get behind this and work hard at it.
We'd like to revisit with you maybe over time and see how the success of this, because we know it's going to be success. It's just a matter of how big and how much. Thank you for taking the time. More importantly, thank you for your passion. Thanks for your buy-in. Thanks for your participation.
We thank you for being here to share our story and share our commitment and partner with us on this, because it is a partnership.
No matter how much good we do here, if we don't tell the world about it, shame on us.
Exactly, and we need the support. There are things that this group needs here. There are things that they will need, anytime you're building a facility, you've got to have the economics to support it. You've got to be able to put, walls up, insulation, sheetrock. Those are some of the things, and to operate this program. Once it gets going, I think we'll see that it's not as difficult to maintain. But getting a program started is quite difficult. And I just commend the citizens of Holmes County and the sheriff over here for getting behind this thing and being a part of it. And I'm excited about being a part of it.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Here right now with Sheriff Lou Roberts from Jackson County, here in Bonifay, Florida, at The Farm, faith-based addiction regeneration ministry. I have to say it kind of slow to keep up with all four of those words, but it says it all. Check them out. I believe that it's thefarmnwf.org if you want to find out more about it. If you'd like to get involved, if you'd like to write a check, there's room for everybody to be involved. Check it out, and we'll be right back.